What is social media addiction? Excessive use of social media, which people of all ages use as a means of entertainment and leisure, is defined as social media addiction. Other symptoms of social media addiction are briefly as follows: the desire to be constantly online, intensive use of social media tools, focus on social networks even in social environments, moving away from face-to-face communication, damage to daily life and social relations, feeling restless and deprived when there is no internet connection or when away from social media. Desire to share every moment of life and all its activities on social networks. The urge to compare one's own life with people followed on social media. The occurrence of some of these symptoms in individuals and the feeling of deprivation experienced especially when staying away from social media may indicate social media addiction, and it should be known that this is a treatable problem. Although social media is an important tool for people to receive and spread information, its excessive use is considered a problem, as in everything else. The magnitude of this problem may lead to individual action or professional help. People see social media as a savior when they feel lonely. Moreover, conditions such as fear of missing opportunities, unconsciousness about not being able to spend valuable free time, social phobia, or narcissistic personality disorder can cause internet and social media addiction. How do I get rid of social media addiction? 1. Take time once a day to check social media. This should be after all work, family activities, and other obligations have been completed. 2. Remove notifications from all social media apps. When you remove notifications, it becomes less tempting to check the app outside of the specified time. Notifications should not be distracting with social media posts, but should be helpful like bank account information. 3. Share only necessary, current, and meaningful posts. Although this is difficult for most people at first, it gets easier after a while. Avoid joking about topics that are unimportant in the long run and could alienate your friends. 4. Put electronics in another room during night hours. It's less tempting to get up in the middle of the night when you keep the phone in another room. Even a brief glance at the screen can disrupt sleep patterns and make it difficult to fall asleep. 5. Do not look at electronic devices at night, starting from an hour before going to bed. When used right before bed, electronics delay the natural circadian rhythm and suppress the release of melatonin, a sleep-inducing hormone. Therefore, the blue light emitted from electronic devices makes it difficult to fall asleep. 6. Don't start the day with social media. Letting social media start your day is the same as letting others decide what to do that day and set priorities and expectations. Instead, start your day with a personal goal, daydreaming, meditating, or journaling. This is the perfect way to start the day fresh. 7. Mute your phone when you go out with others. Being around a person should be a priority over texting, or posting. Putting the phone on silent lets the person next to you know that they are cared for. 8. Call someone instead of posting on social media. Call the other person instead of sending a message. Good communication is spoiled by a short message because it does not allow flexibility in topics or interests. 9. Reduce the number of social media apps. Try to limit social media apps to no more than 2. Choose the ones that bring the most joy, energy, and courage. 10. Set absolute screen-free times throughout the day. For example, social media should not be used in the workplace unless it is business-oriented. If you are at a party, do not post until the party is over. Instead, be in the moment. 11. Don't check social media while eating. One person must be present to enjoy the meal. You're more likely to overeat when it's made with something else. Set meal times as screen-free time. 12. Do not use social media to distract your thoughts. Sometimes social media is used as a coping mechanism to avoid dealing with an uncomfortable emotion. The problem is that social media can make this situation worse rather than better. Instead, contact a friend in person. 13. There is a backup of social media. Creating new habits means breaking old ones. Make a list of activities you can easily access while reducing screen time, such as reading, listening to music, chatting, or going for a walk. 14. Get comfortable with boredom. There's nothing wrong with being bored. This allows the mind to be creative. Creativity is energy for the brain, body, and soul. 15. Keep a journal instead of texting. Journaling is an excellent way to cope with difficult emotions, possible crises, obsessive thinking, and difficulties at work and in relationships. Sometimes writing something on paper brings clarity as an action. If you are tired of the social media environment where only perfect and happy moments are shared and most people compare themselves with each other, try the suggestions you see in this video and share your results in the comments.